It's entirely possible that my hatred of this game was sparked by nothing more than a single bad experience. It may not be an altogether bad game, but ever since I picked it up again, I just can't help myself. I can't look at this game and see through all the sheets of negativity that I have layered upon it to find a game that I enjoy playing. It may not necessarily be a bad game, but God, do I hate it!
What goes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground. See the world spinning upside down. I'm not impressed with how those sound. I can feel your every rage. Step aside, I'll turn the page. Breaking through your crazy maze. Like a laser beam, my eyes on you. Watch me roll the night away. Watch me save the day. Feel my storm is getting close. Heading your way. Sonic heroes. Sonic heroes. Find you, confine you, defying your blade. Sonic heroes. Sonic heroes. Setting the stage for a hero's parade. Sonic heroes. Give us a reason and we're on our way.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Devasiamentality. I am now doing a Let's Play that I think a lot of you have been waiting for. It's time to play Sonic Heroes. A lot of you know I bitch about this game, and I really do not like it at all. So now you get to know exactly why. For the record, I'm going to be using my complete save file. You see that time up there at the top that looks impossibly long? I did not really spend that much time on this game. I used an AR Max to cheat my way through most of it because I don't care and it's stupid and fuck. So I'm going to be using my complete save file, and I'm only going to be playing as Team Sonic. I'm not going to bother with any of the other teams because it's just fucking repetitive. So, if you don't like that, tough beans! Anyway, let's just get into story mode with...
This is main story mode.
Oh god, oh my chow.
You can select a stage or mission to play. Collect all the emblems.
I've already collected all the emblems, you little flute.
I will show you how to play the game.
I don't need to know how to play the game, I already did it, and...
Clear super hard mode and become a true hero.
Shut up! Okay. No, I do not want to play super hard mode! I didn't even want this game to have a super hard mode! When does this game have a super hard mode? This game is shit! Ugh. Anyway, let's get into the story mode. There are 4 teams that we can play as. I'm only going to be playing as Team Sonic, but just for the record, there's also Team Dark with Rouge, Shadow, and Omega, Team Rose with Amy, Cream, and Big, and Team Chaotix with Vector, Espio, and Charmy B. There's also a last story that's full of crap, and I really don't want to get into it yet. I'll save that for the end of the LP. But anyway, let's get on with Team Sonic, starting from Seaside Hill.
Let's blast through with Sonic speed.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey look, it's Sonic.
Yo, Tails! Long time no see!
Sonic, check this out.
Guess what, Sonic Heroes? I finally developed the ultimate weapon! Sounds like an invitation to party.
What are we gonna do, Sonic?
No worries. We've got this one.
Ha! Think I'd miss this? Time to crack that Eggman wide open! Yeah, let's party!
For those of you wondering how the other teams are formed and what their stake in all this is, Amy forms Team Rose when Big loses his stupid frog, and Cream loses track of Cheese's brother Chocola, who we've never seen up until now, with evidence that Sonic may have been the one who took them both. Oh, and of course, Amy just wants to go after Sonic for the usual reasons as well. The Chaotix, minus Mighty, who technically wasn't a Chaotix in the first place, have set up a detective agency, have received a radio transmitter from a mysterious man claiming to need their services in exchange for lots of dosh. In search of treasure, Rouge comes across Shadow, thought to be dead after SA2, and Omega. Realizing Omega is pissed at Eggman and Shadow has amnesia, she decides to form Team Dark to track down Eggman and get answers. Instead of, telling Shadow about his past. Ugh. But anyway, let's get started with this piece of crap, starting from Seaside Hill. Unlike previous adventure-style games, this title is structured more like a classic Sonic game, where you go from one act to another and it's rather straightforward. In fact, it can be a bit too much straightforward with these type of level layout. I know it's not something I typically complain about in a video game, but Sonic Heroes level designs are kinda really straightforward, and it's rather annoying. Now, I would explain the team mechanics of this game, but I really don't care, and the past 3 takes where I've tried to explain how this game works have, well, not worked out. So instead, I'm just gonna get in a little bit more to the reasons I just don't like this game. And I'll say this much, the team mechanic is primarily why. Let me explain. With each of these stupid team things that you have to do, each character kind of has their own individual strengths and their own individual weaknesses. And to be quite frank, some of them seem a little bit too artificial for me. After playing all the Sonic adventure titles, all the character controls in this game feel way too unfucking natural. I know that goes without saying, there hasn't really been a good Sonic game in terms of control since the adventure days. It's just like ever since Sega went third party, they just can't fucking do it anymore.
Be careful not to fall.
But here it just seems to be
Some of the submerged SeaWorld
the pinnacle of what bad control starts with. Ugh. And I blame the team mechanic for this. Why? Because, the way this game is designed, it actually relies a lot upon all the strengths and weaknesses of each of the characters. You being able to switch between all of them on your given team to accomplish most of anything. For instance, you've got the power-type characters whose strengths are taking out enemies real quickly, because enemies in this game have health bars, and this is the first game to introduce enemies with health bars, god damn it! You've got the speed-type characters who are mostly there to get from place to place real quickly, at the expense that now they're so fucking fast that their acceleration is so through the roof that they're so fucking slippery. I mean, look at this! I mean, it's not real, but that's not the worst of it. There's some other stuff here. And then there's the flight formation that's just... I mean, look at this. Why in the fucking world do I want to move around in this totem pole formation? I want my feet on the ground when I'm flying, when I'm not flying, and when I am flying, I just like to... Ugh. And I know the whole point of the game is to rely on all fucking strengths and weaknesses of each character, but I don't care! I expect Sonic and Knuckles and Tails to handle the way they do in the adventure games, because that's when it just feels so natural, and to see that gone in this game bugs the ever-living fuck out of me! I know Sonic is all about speed, but here he's so fast he's uncontrollable, and now he's flying, and I don't know why. I know Tails is all about flying, but he's also not... Why does he only have to fly? Why does me selecting Tails in the flight character formation mean I have to be at the top of the stupid totem pole? And Knuckles, yeah, he's the strength type, but again, that's not the only thing he does! Oh, granted, I'll say this much, Knuckles is probably the most reliably controllable character here. He's also not very fast, but I would prefer to play more often as the power-type character just so that I have better control. That said, he's still not perfect. Why am I in a car? And that's why Sonic Drift sucks, question mark? No, that's why Sonic Heroes sucks. Actually, no, there's a lot of reasons why Sonic Heroes sucks. Sonic Drift joke. Why did I go to the left? I wanted to go up the middle. That's why I changed formations. Ugh.
Let Sonic take care of this.
And while thankfully there's always that whole leveling up system that can help get you through certain levels faster by, you know, making it possible for Sonic to actually destroy things in one hit. Why did it have to? Why did you give enemies health bars? What idiot thought this was a good idea? Why do I have to hit the basic enemies once, more than once, in order to defeat them? Why do the basic enemies have to have health bars? Enemies with health bars is a thing that needs to die forever. Okay, you know what, actually, I take that back. Depending on how you handle the enemies with health bars thing, I wouldn't mind it. But in most of the games it's used, every fucking enemy has a health bar. If it were up to me, I would only have health bars on some of the least common enemy types, usually something big.
That was tight!
Yeah. But never the small fries, never the most common enemies, nothing, no. Just don't give the most common enemy types that you're going to have in a given level and or game or whatever health bars. Fuck health bars on the majority of enemies. Sonic has been taking out everything in one hit for his entire career up until this game. Then health bars. God! So you'll be primarily relying on Knuckles in order to take out most of the enemies in this game until you level Sonic up. Or Tails, you also have to do some combat with because there are going to be characters that are out of range of both Knuckles and Sonic that only Tails can hit with his Thunder Shoot attack. But before it's leveled up to anything below the second level, that Thunder Shoot is piss poor garbage. It won't do more than jack squat. Oh fuck, he's. If you go to the second act of a given, the second stage of a given area, I should say, these are not acts or zones, there will be keys that you can pick up that will take you to the Chaos Emerald special stage. I am not doing that. There's a reason I used my complete save file for this playthrough. Because there's a lot of shit I just do not want to do and I don't care to do because I hate this game. Fuck you. Anyway.
Got it.
And then there's also that asinine garbage of certain enemies with these... The egg pawns that have lances have stupid hit detection bullshit. Where if you hit them from the wrong side, it'll count you as having touched the lance itself, and thus now you're taking damage instead of destroying the fucking egg pawn lancer shit thing. Garbage. Fuck. Yeah. I do like most of the power type characters' abilities when they're fully powered up as it is. The only problem is getting into the problem about all this garbage is that, you know, the power type attacks are sorry. The power type attacks are some of the best in the game. They're the strongest. They dole out the most fucking damage. But, with a few specific type of power characters, such as Knuckles and Omega, in order to pull off some of their attacks, involves them kind of sliding around a lot. Whenever you're doing... If you kind of do... They will always move whenever you try and pull off the attack with a power type character. But depending on how much you're moving before you start pressing the attack, but will depend on how much they slip and slide around. With characters like Knuckles and Omega specifically, that becomes a bit of a problem. It's another thing I don't like about the level design in this game is that there's a lot of bottomless pits everywhere. And level design also doesn't have very many rails in places where you'd like them to have, let me rephrase that, guard rails, where you really would like there to be guard rails to keep you from falling off the stage. Which is where I take the most contention with this game's control and level design, is that is one of the things that kills me, that I hate the most. It's hard, it's something you can hardly have any control over. It just, oh man. Sure, we'll see more of it as we get on. Still in Seaside? Ocean Palace, sorry. We're in Ocean Palace now, so we don't have to worry about that. This is another interesting technique that I kind of wish was brought back in other Sonic games that controlled better than this one, is the triangle dive. Sonic doesn't much do that in any of the newer games. Oh god, this fucking section. I hate this part. I don't care what anyone in the world says. I think it is impossible not to get hit by this thing. I swear, every single goddamn motherfucking time I do this section, that rock always, and I mean always, hits me. Always! I just cannot run fast enough. Something blocks me or something. These rocks are evil! If anyone else can get past those sections without getting hit, well, I don't care! Fuck you! I hate that part. But hey, at least we're now done with Ocean Palace, which means we can now get onto the boss stage.
Perfect!
Oh, shut up. The boss, of course, is going to be Dr. Eggman, one of his war machines.
Stop your futility! You just make fools of yourself!
I think you've got that back, Doc.
Egg Hawk. It's a big fucking bird. All I can really think of now is how much I hate Team Rose. Usually whenever I end this boss battle, it ends with that retard of a big purple lump of called Big saying, "That was a huge birdie." No fucking shit, you wad of shit, you. Anyway, this boss is fairly easy. Just spam the power character attacks, and we'll be done with. It can be a little bit tedious, but fuck it. I've got this thing done and over with quickly. Oh, man.
Ready for the junk pile.
I wish I could say this about this game, but anyway, we're only just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next time as we head to the Grand Metropolis Zone. Act, place, whatever. Grand Metropolis!